It's now my pleasure to welcome you. Karibu sana Waziri.
Thank you very much, Governor Mutua, my good friend for many years and from a long time. I just want first to thank God for allowing us to be here at this time. I want to thank you and your team for a very warm welcome to Machakos County. And on behalf of the team that I've got here, I want to say jambo to watu wa Machakos. Mwea seo ringi. Asanteni sana. Leo nimesema badala ya kutubia watu kutoka Nairobi, tufanye kutoka Machakos, na tutaendelea hivyo hivyo kutembelea kaunti zingine, ndio watu wajue kwamba hii virusi si virusi ya Nairobi, ni virusi ya Kenya nzima. Na vile vile tumefurahia sana kufika hapa Machakos, kwa sababu tunajua Machakos ni kaunti ya maendeleo. Tumeona mengi, wameendelea vizuri sana. Hospitali tumeona ni safi sana, na Ministry of Health. And this is what we want, the standards that we have noticed here in Machakos all around. Standards of hygiene, standards of cleanliness, standards of behavior. Sisi tumefurahia sana hiyo maneno. We are very happy, and I want to congratulate all the health workers in Machakos County. Namshukuru. We are very pleased as a Ministry of Health and as a government. We are very, very pleased with what we are seeing here in Machakos in terms of general health care, but also in containment of COVID-19. So, fellow Kenyans, the national government takes this opportunity to recognize the great work that county governments are doing in response to COVID-19 pandemic. As I have repeatedly said, this is a disease that cannot be tackled by one level of government. This fight requires the entire government and the whole society approach. The collaboration and cooperation between the two levels of government and the people of Kenya has been and has contributed to the gains we have made to fight this pandemic. The national government will continue to work very closely with the county governments and other agencies to strengthen the country's capacity to mitigate against the COVID-19 disease. Today's visit to Machakos County is part of an elaborate plan being implemented by the ministry to inspect the levels of preparedness at the county level and to ascertain the type of support needed. This is important in helping the Ministry of Health to provide support based on the needs per county. Similar visits have been made to Siaya and Kajiado counties, and will continue until all the counties have been covered. When we started this fight against coronavirus, our initial focus was on capacity building at various levels. Emphasis was placed on escalating human resources as well as infrastructural capacities. In collaboration with county governments, the ministry rolled out a training of trainers program, and to date, at least 7 healthcare workers per county have been trained. This will now cascade downwards so that all personnel in all counties will have been trained. Today, we can proudly say that over 11,000 healthcare workers across all counties have gone through training. Besides capacity building, the Ministry of Health is committed to improving working conditions of healthcare workers, and will ensure that their safety at the workplace is a top priority. We are aware that our healthcare workers sometimes work under very difficult environment and very difficult circumstances, where they are at risk of contracting the disease from the patients that they manage. This is a major concern of the ministry. To mitigate this, the ministry continues to provide personal protective equipment to various health facilities for use by our health workers. The good news is that we are no longer going to import PPEs anymore. Our local manufacturers are now able to produce better quality than those that we were importing before. The issue of shortage will soon be a thing of the past. Additionally, the national government has committed to support county governments recruit 5,000 community support workers in order to enhance their human resource capacity and in order also to create opportunities for our young people, particularly those in the health working sector. This process is at different stages of completion. Once finalized, the counties will have an additional 5,000 workforce at the expense of the national government. I am happy to note that the Machakos County is among the very first ones that have completed this process. I congratulate you, Governor Mutua. And I'm therefore urging the other counties that have not done so to expedite the process. The restrictions have largely contributed to the low numbers of counties like Machakos. The restrictions and cessation of movement that we have made across the counties as is necessary. For instance, the one in Nairobi and the metropolitan area. This is, however, not to say that Machakos and other counties are completely safe. On the contrary, just like the governor has said, you are at risk, particularly because you are in a transport corridor. And as much as the government will do whatever it can, there will still be errant personnel, errant people, who will come and intrude, break the law, and will be amongst you and possibly infect you. I am told of this story of this truck driver or somebody who got a lift with a truck driver here in Machakos, came up to Kathiani to see the sister, and you know the story. You know what happened. So I am just saying that let's not think that because Machakos has only got 3 cases so far, that you are safe. I want to tell you to keep it up. Keep up the distances, keep up the hygiene levels, keep up the masks, and that way we might just be able to stay there. To keep the numbers this low, the residents are urged to continue adhering to the containment measures and also exercise the Nyumba Kumi initiative of policing. If you see somebody in your area who has been to Mombasa lately, Nairobi and other places, you should raise the alarm. I am not saying that you start lynching anybody or beating them up. No. But just raise the alarm. Let us know so that we are able to contain the situation. We have noted, however, with concern, that some of our people are reluctant to seek healthcare services at our health facilities for fear of contracting COVID-19. I want to inform and assure our people that all services are continuing as normal in all health facilities. And I particularly want to appeal to mothers to seek maternal, child, and immunization services for the well-being of our young ones. We have designated COVID-19 specific hospitals in all counties, while the remaining facilities will continue to provide healthcare services separately, and therefore people should have no fear whatsoever. Regarding the COVID-19 situation, we have in the last 24 hours tested 2,567 samples, out of which some 52 people have tested positive for COVID-19. This now brings the total to 1,161 persons who now tested positive. The cumulative tests so far are at a high of 55,074. In terms of the spread, Nairobi has a higher number this time with 23, Mombasa with 7, Busia with 7, and I would like to urge the government of Busia County to become extra vigilant and extra careful because it is a border point. There are a lot of truck drivers in Busia, and you can see that the figures in that county are beginning to grow. On our part, the Ministry of Health, we will take all measures possible and necessary to support Busia County so that the figures in Busia do not continue to grow. What we have done is that we have told the truck drivers to test 48 hours before you get to the border. Don't go to the border to be tested at the border. Because if you get there and you have to wait for your results, then you are just going to clog up the border. And you cannot enter in Uganda, you cannot enter into Uganda unless you have got a COVID-19 negative certificate. So we are urging our drivers to take the initiative and test earlier. If you are heading for Namanga, if you are heading for any border. Further, we have instructed that we are not just talking about testing drivers, cargo drivers who are moving and traveling outside the country. Anybody, any driver, any cargo driver leaving a designated area must be COVID tested. You cannot leave Mombasa unless, and you have got a cargo, unless you have been tested. Because other people are not traveling from Mombasa. It's closed up. So what we are saying is that for you to protect the others, because it is you who should hold the responsibility of protecting the others. So if you don't know that you are negative, then you should not leave Mombasa. If you don't know that you are negative, don't get into a truck and drive to a border post and then just stop your driver there, your truck there and wait. So I want to, again, continue to urge our people to be careful. There are areas that we are getting concerned about. For instance, the area of Kibera is beginning to be concerning. There's an additional 8 cases today in Kibera, and that is something worrying considering the population that is in Kibera, and further measures may need to be taken in that place. And we will do so as our scientists move around, the doctors move around and advise us. We make decisions on the basis of scientific finding. Again, in Mombasa, the cases there, normally from the Old Town, we have got cases from Jomvu, Mvita again, but we are happy that Mombasa is taking it seriously and containing. Our only concern is those people who are dying at home. Those people who are not going to the hospital. You are sick and you are afraid to go to the hospital. We have been told by our doctors very clearly that the disease affects people a lot more if somebody is at home, sick, and those taking care of the individual will fall sick. I think it is very, very important to appreciate that you do not want to become a problem for your family. And therefore, take it seriously. If you are feeling unwell, please visit the hospital. I also want to inform the public that we have discharged another 5 patients who have recovered from the disease. And therefore, we have now got about 380 persons who have recovered. Our case fatality continues to be low at 50 persons, and we pray to God that this continues to be the case. I want to say that all this, the containment that we have had, it would not have been possible without the dedication and commitment of our health workers. My friends, we salute you. Finally, I want to thank Machakos Governor Dr. Alfred Mutua and all the people of Machakos for the work they are doing in this fight. It is not by chance that Machakos has such fewer cases. It is due to the hard work and the cooperation between the county government and its residents, as well as the national government. I can tell you for a fact that if anything is amiss here, Dr. Mutua can call me 2-3 times in a day. He doesn't leave anything to chance. I also want to thank Kenyans in general for their understanding and support as we continue to tackle this enemy. I appeal for vigilance and urge everyone to strictly observe the containment measures that we have advocated. I want to say as I stop that devolution works. There were those naysayers who in the 2010 Constitution started wondering whether we should be devolved at all. I can tell you, without any fear of contradiction, that what we have seen in Machakos, we would never have seen if it was all being managed from Nairobi. That is a fact. Hakuna mtu hawezi kuona hiyo. Hii hospitali ilikuwaje wakati kulikuwa the management all the way from Nairobi? Hii hospitali ilikuwaje? Si ilikuwa mbaya? But when we look at you today, even when you look at your faces, we can tell that you are happy working in a clean hospital. The possibility that there would have been a cancer center here in Machakos at this time would have been very, very difficult. And I want to congratulate you once again, Governor, for the initiatives that you have taken and for your forward-looking and the way you manage your county. I have just come from a very nice building called the White House, I'm told. And I can tell you for sure, it's better than my office. And, you know, there will be those who will criticize the governor and say, why are we building a big thing like this? In my community, as I was explaining to the governor, we have a saying, Kedu kinene kiuru no kiroda. Maybe, Governor, you can translate that one.
Kindu kinene kidhuku no kitau. Kitu kibaya
Zindio
kubwa ni kidonda. Hiyo ingine yote ni sawa.
Umekubaliana na hiyo maneno? Yes, kwa hivyo is good, and I like the way that the government of Machakos is very futuristic. You see far. The benefits of what Governor Mutua is doing is not him who is going to benefit. On the contrary, whoever will be the new governor of Machakos should bring a mbuzi for the old governor because of the building. He'll just occupy a nice place. So watu wa Machakos tunataka kusema hongera, muendelee vile vile hivyo mnafanya, na umoja ni kitu ya maana sana. You know, the problem has been that in a lot of counties there has been fights between members of parliament, between the governor, the senator, and when people are fighting, we cannot see progress. But when people are working together, then we can see the kind of progress that we are seeing here in Machakos County. Asanteni sana, and thank you all once again. Thank you, healthcare workers. Let's continue working in that spirit. As usual, I'll take a few questions, maybe after Governor Mutua wraps up.